I just pulled over because I'm not about to keep driving if I don't know I'm about to meet up with you, you know? And it's raining, so I'm gonna wait. I shouldn't even be waiting. I should just go home right now, but I'm gonna wait until 6 o'clock. And if I don't hear from this man, I'm having a night in. I would usually turn this into like a solo date. All right, guys. So he's talking about, he forgot about this thing he had to go to. So he's asking me if I can meet at 8. Not really. I feel like I feel like that's kind of disrespectful. So I did not end up going home. I romanticized life, and I feel like one thing always leads to another. So I made reservations for one at a cute sushi place. So I'm about to head there now. Yeah, a date with the bad bitch.
When a tiny hiccup completely shatters your composure, it might be time to pull back from the dating pool altogether. Instead, she turned total self-absorption into a public celebration by taking herself out on a solo date. Welcome back. Today, we're exposing what happens when main character energy collides head-on with reality.
I brought up my ex on a first date again. What do you want from me? What do you want from me, okay? He asked, you know? He was like, what's the worst thing you've ever done? What? Okay, he didn't ask. He was just talking about... He didn't ask. But I did dive in to our full relationship and everything I learned about it. We broke up a year ago this week. What do you want? And we're fine, you know, we're not in contact. I don't know what the bitch is doing. I'm sure he's having a great time. I hope he is, you know. I know he's in my brain, infecting all of my future prospects. Thanks for that.
There's no telling how long this cycle will drag on, but professional help might be her only way out.
At least we're eating good.
We told the waiter it was going bad, and he said she was beautiful, so we gave him her number.
What are you doing?
She told us to help, so we pretended to just run into her and invited them to sit with us.
Keep people like this far away from your personal life. They aren't allies. They're quietly waiting for your downfall.
Y'all, we just got into it at the restaurant because I asked him, tell me something about your last name that makes your last name worth passing on. Like, I want to hear about the lineage. I'm walking by myself in the parking lot. Good day canceled.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, went to sit on TikTok.
$300?
That's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Am I hitting tonight?
No?
So 2 checks then? So 2 checks.
The waiter saw the trap unfolding and stepped up right in time. But what this next guy says exposes a truth no one can ignore.
Especially a boy. I came from a household where it was just a mom. There was no man in a household. I started arguing with females once I started to go through things. It got physical orders. You know why? Because I was an emotional boy. I didn't have nobody in the household to say, okay, look, this is not how you go about it. Go to the gym. I had to learn this from YouTube. I had to read books, go on YouTube, do these different avenues I had to learn. Grandpa telling me certain things, Pops telling me certain things. But when you have a man in a household, the chances of that boy that's becoming a man to grow up emotional, 80% of the people that's in jail came from single household mothers. Meaning this, if I'm in a club and step on my sneakers, yo, bro, what's up, bro? What you doing? Now, guess what? Somebody dying, somebody going to jail. You know why? Because that boy wasn't raised in a household with men. That's the problem in society, because females with the mindset that I don't need a man. That's the reason why we have females in this generation that's having kids that I don't need a man. Now they growing up without fathers. Now y'all raising emotionalized boys.
No.
Real strength is never forged in chaos. Without clear boundaries and accountability, true maturity never stands a chance.
So how do you think the first day is going?
How the fuck think it's going? I don't even like the fucking water. I'm scared of drowning. You have me here battling you, and you're gonna ask me how do you think it's going? You're gonna ask me how you think it's going.
The date barely even started, but a toxic behavior made him realize he needed to walk away immediately.
Where you take me then?
I'll get coffee, yeah?
Coffee?
Yeah.
That's a dick, mate.
What?
That's a fucking ick. Drop me off. Fucking coffee. Do you think I am?
The real problem here wasn't him. It was a massive ego. It's baffling why anyone would tolerate that kind of disrespect.
I went on one date with this guy and we already got into a fight, and he was like, maybe we should stop. Let's preserve the relationship that we have before one of us gets more hurt. And I was like, no, let's just ruin it. Do athletes stop playing when they get injured? No. They keep playing on their injury until it's so bad that like the pain is irreversible and they can't play anymore. And the injury like tanks their career and they get super depressed and they get into substance abuse and everything goes to and it's like, don't you want to do that with me?
At the very least, she's broadcasting her red flag to the entire world before anyone else makes the mistake of stepping in.
Keep doing the same thing in my house. You have to get out my house. I'm sorry, I don't know where you're gonna go, but you can call your mama and ask her, can you come back down?
You already know she don't want me with her, so why would you even...
I don't care. You keep doing the same thing. You keep doing the same thing. I send you to school, you ditch your school. You steady calling these little boys. I told you.
I don't even talk to nobody.
Look, I told you to stay away from these little boys. We're not gonna keep doing this. I'm not going over this no more with you. You have to get your stuff and get out my house. Yes, you have to figure it out. You gotta figure it out. I'm tired. Call your mama right now. Call your mama. See, that's your problem. That's your problem right now. Your attitude. You're only 14 years old. Call your mama. Here. Call your mama right now. You gotta get out my house. I'm done. You too grown. You're only 14 years old. You steady doing the same thing. I felt alone.
That wasn't even mine.
Who was it?
You know my friend was over here last time.
That's your problem. You hanging out with these little fast girls.
I told her not to bring it in.
No, you steady lying. That's your problem. You need to stop lying and go to school. All I asked you to do was go to school. I buy you everything you want. And you steady crying for what? All you got to do is do the right thing. But pack your stuff and get out of my house.
It might look harsh on the surface, but tough love is often the only thing saving a young life from total disaster. Finally, watch this guy deliver a brutal reality check to someone who thinks playing on her phone counts as a workout.
Oh my God, you in a Planet Fitness, but you're not doing
Terrell, what's my name?
Yo, what you saying? Yo, you need to get up and work out, fat.
You ugly.
A few moments later.
Yo, you was in the Planet Fitness.
Bro, I knew we had him. Hey, you stalking people?
No, I'm not. Yo, where you at right now? You in a bar now?
We're at IHOP.
Okay, so you went straight from the Planet Fitness into the IHOP. You ain't do no workout, nothing. Yo.
We worked out. Yes, we worked out and then we got food.
She didn't do. She was sitting down chilling.
I was sitting down after I worked out.
What did you work on? What exercises did you do?
I did my.
You did your. I ain't gonna lie. You need to be working on something else, like slimming down.